这是奇迹。
The bone scanning,
Right.
Dr. Baldwin?
It's an MRI. Shows the bone scan. It's a bone scan.
这是复查以后的。
This is after use the 天线 liquid.
Very good. You want to see that, Doctor?
Le dieron radioterapia.
If the patient is being treated also with radiotherapy or just use 天线。
没有放疗。
没有放疗。
只做过一次化疗，没做放疗。
She has only used one chemotherapy. Only one.
Talking louder.
All right. The AFP on I guess we say it was 2350. The tension liquid was then given, and this is on, I assume, 5/12?
May.
No, May 12. Okay.
Mayo.
The AFP was 1,030.
September.
And then in September, 2nd of September 99,
41.
the AFP was 41.
Is that good? Yes.
Yeah, it's
More than good.
I just want to know, how do you feel?
How do you feel?
你现在感觉怎么样？
我现在感觉跟好人一样，
Quite
一点
normal,
事儿都没有了。
like ordinary
眼泪都冰到
people.
底儿，一点儿。
I know Dr. Baldwin, Dr. Espinoza is hunting for some x-rays, but to me, and maybe to you, the mere fact that I can shake his hand and see this beautiful woman smile, and see this lady over here, they're alive. People are living. They're not being written off, they're not being buried, there's no funerals. Doesn't that say something? I mean, there's thousands, tens of thousands, all across China. It could happen all across the United States of America. But you're going to have to change your thinking insofar as allopathic medicine is concerned. I mean, do you want to have a mammogram? Do you want to have your breast, if you have cancer in your woman, removed? It's a matter of life or death. 1, 2, 3 patients alive. I mean, you've seen them, you've heard them. But telling me a story. I hope we're getting across to you.
Why is it that our team of dedicated independent medical researchers, headed up by an 82-year-old doctor who's been paid absolutely nothing, can climb the stairs to investigate the efficacy of an herbal liquid that's aiding hundreds of thousands of people to live happy, productive lives, wherein the American Cancer Society, that's been gifted billions of dollars from dying donors and well-meaning souls, hasn't even taken the first small step towards investigating this ninth wonder of the world? Could it be that if they found it to be a cure for cancer, that it would put them and the medical monopoly out of business? Think about it. Healthy people don't need doctors. They don't take poison, and they don't voluntarily get irradiated or go under the knife. It's time we leave the medieval medical practices of the last century behind and take a step into the 21st century.
We're here at the New World Hotel in Beijing, China, talking to Dr. Chu, who has had considerable experience dealing with people who have a thing called cancer. He's a radiologist, and he has had considerable experience with the Tianjin liquid. What type of results have you had with this as opposed to, let's say, radiation and chemotherapy and surgery, the burn, cut, slash modalities that have been used in the Western world?
明显的区别在于它呢，
Tension liquid has the less side effects. Western medicine get very strong side effects.
Sometimes the cure will kill. In fact, often the cure kills with Western allopathic medicine. I think about that and the hundreds of thousands who have suffered in those last few days of their life and met death without hope. Is there now hope for those who have heretofore been determined hopeless?
应该说天线系列这个药，在治疗肿瘤这方面，会是一个最有希望、最有效的一个药物。
I think that tension liquid may be the most hopeful medicine for cancer patients.
I'm here in communist China, not to support the system, nor export the system, but in search of an herbal formula that needs to be exported and then imported into the United States of America, into the Western world. If we can take the best of the herbs grown in this country and produce the formula in the United States of America, we can literally change the course of America's health. Your 33,000 square foot facility that is to be built in Beijing, is this going to be one of the largest herbal facilities built in China?
Our target is one of the largest in the world. We'll have the research and rehabilitation for the patients.
In the Western world, everything operates by the law of supply and demand. That's what free enterprise is all about. Our goal is to reduce the price and increase the quantity while maintaining the quality. At the moment, the supply of Tianjin is very, very limited, and the price is quite high. Our goal is to see that the price goes down, the quality is maintained, and the availability is open to the Western world. But I mean, that's really up to you, isn't it? At this point, I'm convinced that this stuff works. This elixir is maybe the 9th medical wonder of the world. And it really has a great comparison to the Great Wall of China. The wall is built, brick by brick, stone by stone with mortar. The herbal product is built herb by herb, and it makes that combination which has resulted in a formula that will so enhance the immune system that the majority of people taking it survive from cancer. This will put the pharmaceutical companies out of business in the Western world. And so far as I'm concerned, I would like to see competition, because right now there isn't competition. As a consequence, people are dying, people are spending their life savings to get cured of cancer, and it simply isn't working. But nothing's going to cure cancer for all of the people all of the time. In fact, in the United States, we can't even say that it's a cure for cancer, simply a formula that will enhance the immune system, a food supplement. But yet other modalities, whether they be the burning with radiation, the poisoning with chemotherapy, or the slashing with surgery, are considered cures. On the Great Wall of China, which truly is the 8th wonder of the world, we've seen the results of millions of people's labor. You might say the wall would be compared to an immune system, which is now being enhanced by the Tianjin liquid. which has been constructed herb by herb by herb. This wall has come together over a period of over 2,000 years. If the Chinese built it, and were so concerned about their safety that they felt it necessary to build it nearly 1,000 miles long, you would think that the people in the Western world would take advantage to build their immune systems and enhance their lives and give hope to those who are hopeless. Even though Dr. Wong is credited with having found the formula that put all of these herbs together, which enhances the immune system, which in turn fights off cancer, he cannot be given the sole credit, because there's tens of thousands of Chinese doctors over a period of 5,000 years that have dealt with herbs in curing various diseases. He just simply combined it. And now this ninth wonder of the world, a medicine that is coming to the western side of the earth, will be introduced and distributed for those who would like to have life rather than face death with no hope.
I'm totally convinced as we fly over the South China Sea towards Hong Kong that this herbal elixir not only works, but can save millions of lives in the next decade. Knowing how the medical monopoly operates in the United States and Europe, I'm also convinced that if they can't steal it, or they can't control it, they're not going to let it compete with their so-called cancer cures on a level playing field. First, they don't play the game fair. And second to them, it's like John D. Rockefeller said, competition is a sin. We are now preparing to land on this legendary island of mystery and intrigue. Our team is tired, but anxious to meet with Sidney Lu, the man who's putting this herbal wonder on the world map of medicine. In spite of the takeover by the Communist Chinese, Hong Kong remains under a separate administration, friendly to free enterprise. Its growth, like its new buildings, soar to the sky. Its roads and bridges are streamlined for the 21st century. Its businesses and its industries flourish. The Hong Kongese people live like bees in a giant hive and produce the honey that sweetens China's economy. The harbor of Hong Kong hustles with activity, filling hundreds of ships that leave daily with thousands of products headed for the markets of Europe and the Western world, which returns billions of dollars, our dollars, to their banks. Hong Kong is a city of the rich and the poor, with 1,000 colored contrasts. It has given birth to millions of different enterprises for hundreds of years. Here, rising from the streets of Kowloon, we were guests at still another Shangri-La, whose back faces Hong Kong, the harbor of the billion. This sky palace has its own fountains, gardens, and waterfalls. In this, the most opulent city in the entire world.
Dr. Halstead, Mrs. Halstead, and all our distinguished guests, welcome you all to Hong Kong to visit our company first.
Here in Hong Kong, Captain Cho will introduce us to Sidney Lu and his beautiful daughter Joan, that have experienced huge success in bringing this ninth wonder of the world to all of the nations in the Orient.
Because of the reason, because we lack the background of the medicines or other professional field. So we have, for the past 10 years, we have to do so much. We have to arrange so many activities in different countries just to let people know about the products. And the reason that you are here today, Mr. Lu say that we will, with the help of your knowledge, medical background, or your effort, or your experience, that we can learn a better way to introduce 天香 liquid to people.
天香液它的神奇呀，它的神奇。
Magic, whatever it is about 天香 liquid, cannot be explained within few words. And I personally believe in this product. The problem is, however, how can we, starting from now on, introduce these products or market this product reasonably, legally, and very, very comfortably in the world, in different countries.
Number one, there's no magic connected with your product. It's a very, very good product. It has a sound, solid scientific basis to it. I have thoroughly investigated that. I can show you the scientific literature.
I started to use the Tianqian liquid and all of the other products in my practice with many patients so far. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, these patients are responding. It's too soon to tell with some, but every one of them so far have positive results. So with that said, I incorporated my two colleagues from Mexico, Dr. Garcia and Dr. Espinoza, and I can assure you, sitting at this table, that we are going to take Tianqian products throughout the United States and Mexico, and within the next few years, you're going to be really surprised at how we do it.
他们走了。Within about something like a few, less than half a minute, we'll be arriving at the Baptist universities. I don't know, full in Chinese herbalist institutions.
We're here at the Baptist University, where they specialize in herbal formulas, herbal medicine, things that work. They've discovered over the past 5,000 years. They would try an herb on somebody and they would take it and it would kill them. They figured out that didn't work. So they tried something again and again and again and found out what did work for what individual. And I guess a lot of people died so that these herbalists could discover exactly what was going on. And they have. Now it's become a science.
In Hong Kong, in recent years, more and more people pay more attention to the education and development of the Chinese medicine. So every year, the visitors, especially the young students, they very keen to study Chinese medicine. Yeah, the first I give a simple introduction about the stuff. The first Professor Yang, Professor Yang Wei, he is the founding professor of our school. He also is the advisor of WHO, World Health Organization. This is Dr. Jiang. Dr. Jiang, he is an expert in the phytochemistry. He got his PhD degree in Japan, and then he went to American Harvard Medical School. And last year, he came to join our group. My name is Zhao. My major in pharmacognosy, doing the study and research about the medicinal plants. And now our school divided into three parts. The one is the education department. Another is the research and development division. And the third one is the clinical division. So in our laboratory, first we're using the GAP laboratory, good agriculture practice, because most of the traditional Chinese medicine, they are originated from the wild one, cultivated one, not the chemical one. So the quality control is very important. In this laboratory, we do some the cooperation study with the mainland of China. This is one project. We're doing the study of the salvia, one of the commonly used Chinese herbs. Here is we're using in our laboratory. We made this study. This is all of the crude drug. After make it into the powder, and under the microscope, we give the identification.
What do you think of all this? I mean, we find the crude stuff.
It has totally blown my mind. These guys are right on track, scientifically.
scientifically. So they're taking what worked in the past and they're finding out why it worked in the past.
That's right. That's right. And they're doing a good job. Look at the equipment.
Well, Doctor, let me just get down to the bottom line. When you say it's successful, you mean that people are living?
Yeah. Here we are the School of Chinese Medicine, the Research and Development Division. So every one of you see this is the quality research lab, and here, which is one of the laboratories of our R&D sections. So we're now doing standardizations and some quality controlling works on Chinese medicine. So here we have the one-dimensional and two-dimensional TLC system for qualitative purposes to inspect the ingredients of Chinese medicines. And here we have the separation modelness for a substance for the ingredients of the Chinese medicine.
So bottom line is that this is the research and development center where you do quality control and you find out what works. Ada, Dr. Ada Garcia, are you as impressed with this as I am?
Definitely. I haven't seen anywhere this type of research and the knowledge from all these doctors is something that we all should learn about.
They're scientifically discovering why this works, and God has given us all of the medicine in our plants, everything necessary to build our immune system, to cure the diseases, but we have to discover, we have to work.
And the Western medicine works against the microbes, bacteria, viruses, and focus on the position of physiological change. But Chinese medicine is to regulate the abnormal physiological function. So we can do something to improve the quality of life of the cancer patients, as and heart disease and so on. But to cure these
But you look at the
patients,
camera? Look at the camera here and tell me. So.
But to cure these patients, I suppose we may wait some time.
You need some time.
Yes, yes.
But I mean, you're working on it.
Yes, yes. But we can do something to improve the quality of life of these patients.
Dr. Baldwin, are you impressed with this as I am, or?
Yes, I'm very impressed, because having studied Chinese medicine, one of the things that Western medicine likes to have you do is to prove some of the things that you do, which you really didn't have to, but they are requiring Chinese medicine to produce results from a laboratory standpoint. This college is outstanding because they are, in fact, they're proving what they do. And that's good.
The treatment that you receive today will not last for 2 years. That's not good enough. That you want to have something, that you want to get something that would guarantee, starting from now on, you will be improved. You will be improving every single day. You will feel better every single day.
Well, in the United States, they say if it's knocked out for 5 years, that's a cure. But some of these people are living 10, 15, 20 years longer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why can they tell me the answer why people can do that?
Well, maybe they've found the 9th great wonder of the world. What do you think? God, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be alive. And when you see a woman with her child who had cancer and would have been long gone and buried, pick up that baby and hold it and love it. You know that something's right. Something's right in the world. God knows there's been so many that have died uselessly. And the pharmaceutical companies haven't done anything to stop it. Well, we've got an opportunity. I hope that you recognize it. An opportunity to live. An opportunity to change. we have hope. And with this man and myself and his beautiful daughter, we have a chance to change the world. This is Anthony J. Hilder in Hong Kong, China.
Our voyage to the Orient began here in Taiwan. But is it, like life, finite? Or rather, infinite? The course we embark upon in the future, God willing, is of our own choosing. Our goal is to see the Americas lift the veil of medieval medicine, which has kept us in the dark ages of allopathic mediocrity for so long. Come and join me once again when we search for life-giving answers on the road to Bangkok, Melbourne, Taipei, Kuala Lumpur, and the Philippines. My name is Anthony J. Hilder, and like MacArthur said, I shall return.